Peace Tribe, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Ayoka, better known as the Oracle G. I'm getting ready to bring you a Divine Masculine reading for tonight. Basically, it's just going to be a Divine Masculine check-in, okay? Now, I want to pull 4 cards. So it's going to be a 4-card spread. And the cards are going to uncover Divine Masculine's inner truth, their current growth, and their next move, okay? Now, let me set my intention. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, my true guides, for showing up and helping me with this Divine Masculine reading. Protect us as we go through these portals and close the gates to anything not in alignment with the Divine's will. And so it is. So card number 1 is going to be the mask. So what is Divine Masculine hiding, either from the world or from themselves? What truth is asking to be seen? The 7 of Cups in the reverse. The mirror. What energy is being reflected back to Divine Masculine? Who or what is showing Divine Masculine the man they are becoming? The 6 of Wands. The mission. What is Divine Masculine's current soul assignment? What divine responsibilities are they here to carry now? The High Priestess reverse. And what is the next aligned action? What steps or what step will bring Divine Masculine deeper into their masculine power and purpose? Ten of Swords reverse. And I'm going to add a 5th card. What is the next step or move for Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine? The Queen of Wands. So this is definitely a very beautiful pull because it speaks a lot of volumes. Let's just put it that way. I got a little bit of indigestion, y'all, so hold up. It just hit me suddenly. So somebody could be dealing with indigestion. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. Let's get that to pass. Okay. Now, yeah, like I was saying, it's like the spread speaks volumes about the current energy, or even the energetic blueprint that Divine Masculine is following at this point, okay? And so with the 7 of Cups coming in the reverse position, pretty much that's the mask, right? So that's the first card. If you want to have access to this spread, you can definitely inbox me, and I can give you this 4-card spread information. But what I'm seeing here is like the illusion is lifting, right? Because with the 7 of Cups, it speaks about choices, right? Opportunities, and you having to be able to see through the illusions to make the right decision. And so the Divine Masculine is no longer lost in the fantasy, okay? They're no longer lost in the distractions or the emotional overwhelm. Now, it looks like the masculine is beginning to see through the noise, all right? They're facing the truth. All right, my bad, y'all. My bonus daughter was ready to eat some food. All right, so the masculine pretty much is like so everything that they pretty much built on with these maybes, these what ifs, their soul can no longer hold that, right? So they're being stripped from the illusion. The mask is coming off, all right? So, and the mask here seems to be false beliefs. Clarify. And it feels like the masculine, you know, at some point believe that avoiding making a choice is what would protect them. But now Spirit is pretty much saying, you know, clarity is calling. Like, you can't avoid the choices. You have to make a decision. You know, you got to see through the illusions. Clarify the 7 of Cups. Vortex of creativity comes out. And Same thing. It's like, in order for them to be able to really manifest their dreams into reality, it can't be based off of an illusion. It can't be based off a superficial basis. Okay, this is something where they have to harness that energy, that innovation, that imagination, and clarity, right? Because as this journey unfolds, it's going to be a lot for them that they're going to discover. It's going to be a lot of choices. It's going to be a lot of options. It's going to be a lot of opportunities. Okay, so the mask is falling off. Now, when it comes to the mirror, with the Six of Wands coming out in the upright position, put this card back. What's being mirrored back to the masculine is recognition, victory. So recognition, victory, and readiness to be seen. So it looks like the masculine is attracting people or even situations to them that validate the version of themselves that they've been doing the inner work for. Okay, this energy pretty much seems to be reflecting a man stepping or a woman stepping into leadership, respect, clarify, and celebration, right? I'm saying all of that out of the card, right? Being seen. And it's not coming from ego. It's not ego-driven praise, but it's authentic soul alignment, okay? Unwavering faith comes out to clarify that Six of Wands. And with that I can't get it out. With that unwavering faith, they're being asked to stand firm in their beliefs, stay steadfast in spirit. Their spirit guides are literally guiding them through uncertainty. All they have to do is be able to see through the illusion. So when the time comes, to make whatever choice that they make, again, it's not coming from their ego. Okay, now with their mission, with the High Priestess in the reverse, it feels like their soul assignment is pretty much about them trusting their own intuition, right? Because the reverse High Priestess doesn't trust her intuition, right? And I'm saying her because that's what's on the card right now. Okay, but it's for them to trust their own inner voice. Again, in the way I'm seeing it, it's like right now the masculine may be getting downloads. Okay, they're getting a lot of downloads, and what I'm hearing, look at that, it's through dreams. Okay, so the High Priestess reverse is really calling for the masculine to reclaim their spiritual knowing, reconnect with their divine feminine essence within, right? Because we got to operate in duality, and that needs to be balanced. And they need to stop seeking external validation, right? External proof of what their soul already knows. Okay, so again, like I said, it's like this blueprint is being created for the masculine, so that when they get to the move, right, the Ten of Swords reverse, what's next? They'll be able to, rise from whatever that pain is, okay? And then now that the worst is behind the masculine, they still got to heal from it. They can't bypass this healing, but it's like they'll know how can I put it? They'll know how to use or learn or integrate the lessons of everything that happened to them in the past, whether it was from betrayal, whether it was from burnout, or those rock bottom moments, right? They'll be able to know how to move and navigate through that, to bypass that, right? To integrate those lessons into their journey, okay? So the next move is really resurrection. That's what it's looking like. To forgive, release, and rise on your own, right? So they've been called to really take some time alone on this journey, right? So they're being called to move in their independence, right? So that they can gain a new perspective, okay? It's not one of these things, I feel like it's one of these things where they have to seek that solitude, all right, so that they can reconnect back to their own inner wisdom. And when it comes down to the union energy, right, with card 5, the next step for divine masculine and divine feminine is that Queen of Wands, right? Together the path is powerful, it's magnetic, okay? And so what this Queen of Wands is literally representing divine confidence, unapologetic authenticity, and sacred visibility, literally. So the next step for both divine masculine and divine feminine is to own their magic and walk boldly in their purpose.